What is going on? All right. So, hello, everybody. It's your girl, Dazzle and I'm back for another tarot reading. And it's a little different because it's going to be a live. I'm muted.
Me?
Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. We was going through a little bit of technical difficulties, but let me do it again. Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Tarot, and I'm back for a live. You guys, it's going to be a live tarot reading and a live open chat. And if you already seen the title, you already know what it's about. So let me go ahead and do this, and we're going to get into it. Oh, hopefully it come up, y'all. There we go. We are here today to talk about Eboni K. Williams versus Iyanla Vanzant. Would you date a bus driver? So, initially speaking, would you date one, Miss Nolia?
I sure now would.
Okay, there you go. So, first of all, I'm going to introduce my special guest. That's Nolia Babe 504. She's a special friend of mine, and she's here to help a girl out, help a sister out, help me navigate through this whole dilemma. And I'm pretty sure you guys know this has been a big topic, a big whole debate. It has brought the black internet into a whole uproar. African American women versus African American men. So we're going to go ahead and do the synopsis so we can just move forward. Okay, so let's go ahead. And mind you, this is an open chat. And if you want to jump on, if you have some extra to say, you can do so. Okay, if you have anything to put into the conversation, because it's going to be a little conversation, y'all. So let me go ahead and play this. I would not date a bus driver debate sparked when Iyanla Vanzant questioned women's standards for men. She discussed this topic with Eboni K. Williams, whom is a lawyer, a TV host, and a cast member on The Real Housewives of New Jersey, not to mention a millionaire. In this now viral clip, Vanzant, who is a 69-year-old African-American woman, asked Williams, would she date a bus driver? And Williams' response was, if he owns the bus. Vanzant, who is a coach and motivational speaker, replied, no, that's the problem. Vanzant also said, I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a bus driver. Vanzant continued, but we think that it's another human being's responsibility to give us what we need instead of us building together. More was said, but this was a brief synopsis because I don't have time to go over every single thing. The discussion sparked liberation for some, patting Williams on the back for having standards, having a healthy preference, and not settling or dating down. For others, it was classist. It was a classist spit on the face of blue-collared men whom are, outside of being extremely well-to-do, are quote-unquote good men to date and procreate with. This was yet another debate that split the genders on the black sector of the internet, which landed Williams in the hot seat on the Breakfast Club. Leading the charge was DJ Envy, who decided to side with the latter. The debate was set ablaze. But out of all the chatter that I've heard, the main questions that was really debated and talked about was, should black women uphold high standards and avoid dating men who makes less than them? Should we first look at wealth as the main factor for dating ability? Is love, loyalty, and respect and team building no longer the driving force behind relationships/marriages? You guys let me know how you guys feel about that.
I can say one thing. Okay, so
How do you feel about it? Okay,
I,
let me ask you the first question, because those are the three questions that's been floating around, that's been like a spark of debate and everything else like that.
mm-hmm.
So the first one is, and it's a real serious question, you know, you don't have to say it politically, just say really how you feel. Um, should black women uphold high standards and avoid dating men who makes less than them?
I mean, come on, bro. If he not in your bank, he not begging, he not a moocher, he's a man. One thing you're gonna know is he's a man and he's gonna work for what the fuck he wants. Okay? What if
Mm-hmm.
something happen? What if one day your foot get chopped off or your hand or anything to where you can't work for a while? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot just look at it, oh, like, well, he's a millionaire and I want this and I want that. It's okay to have standards because many have standards. They want a girl with a big ass. They want a girl with a
Mm-hmm.
700 to 800 credit score. There's nothing wrong with your standards, but you should not bash a person for not being a millionaire. Now, you don't have to be, in my eyes, you don't have to be a millionaire. Just have money. Just don't be flat out fucking broke. Then she gonna fuck around and miss her soulmate with that bullshit.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna ask you this: based on social climate, based on, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because you know the debate sparked the fact that, you know, you had black women at one point not being represented, you know, not making enough money. They had to literally be like, you know, babysitters to, you know, the white people's kids, all types.
That was so
And
long
then
ago.
you find themselves, you know, being at the cream of the crop, the head of what they're doing. So my thing is,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if I am working a six-figure job
Mm-hmm.
and I come from a very poor household, should, and I know how it feels to be poor,
Mm-hmm.
should I strive to date my equal or higher?
Everybody worrying about money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Like, that's what y'all basing love on? Money?
Me personally, I feel like I can have standards, but I also feel like it's more to it than if he makes less than me. I
Look,
feel like it's about team building.
it is about team building to you, but to them, I can't date a dude that, okay, I'm making 150K. I can't date a dude that make under 85, 95K or whatever. Dude, get out this man pocket. Is he broke? Is he begging you? Is
And if
he
y'all
cheating
just
on you?
dating isn't a relationship. Dating is dating.
I'm just saying, if y'all
Yeah.
not husband and wife, you should get all your ducks in a row and y'all should discuss everything, how everything is going to be before y'all even get married, before y'all get serious, before any of that shit. Like, everybody basing the shit off of just money. Like, it's more than that, dude. You, when you die, you can't take that shit with you.
Okay, and see, that's how I kind of felt, because I kind of felt like with Erica Williams. I do feel like, not Erica Williams, Ebony Williams. I'm sorry to mess up the
I
name,
would date. I would
but
date
I
somebody.
do feel like, okay, you're a millionaire, right?
Right.
You date a high powered man, right? And okay, he meets that criteria. But who knows where you're going to be tomorrow? You know, you have people like, for instance, for example, when the stock market crashed and you had people like committing suicide and stuff because they lost all their money. So to me, nothing is actually promised tomorrow, not even money. So what if, your man has a business and it completely goes under drastically to the point where it's like he's broke? Do you stop talking to him after that?
Oh, because he wasn't broke when I met him and he was holding his weight, so I should be able to return it because hey, he was doing his job in the first beginning, like taking care of everything. Some men don't give a fuck what you make; they still gonna hold their end of the bargain. Those are real men, and like a real man, you don't have to tell them what to do. They know
They're
what you
just going
making.
to do.
And like some women, they just like the down talker man. I don't like that feminism shit, that overly masculine shit, like just down talking each other. Women down talking men, men down talking women. If y'all all don't go sit y'all miserable asses the fuck down somewhere.
My thing is this: money. When it comes to
Money is not everything. It's
mm-mm.
really not. You know how many rich, sad, depressed rockheads, coke fiends, meth heads that they have, and they wish they had your little normal ass life. We saying it's just a normal life, and oh, we poor and we broke. Man, you know them people wish that they could go back to being us. They slick side envy us because we could walk down the street without being harassed. Like they wish they could keep their money, and some of them wish they're like fuck this money. I just want to be normal again.
Yeah, and I think with the black community, with our community, is that we want to elevate our community. So
Mhm.
when they say should we avoid dating down, they're trying to say it in a way that says we need to date someone who's our equal, equally yoked or above, so we can, in a whole, strengthen our community.
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that, but it depends on how you go about it. Like, don't be nasty about it. Don't be like, oh, well, bitch, I make $2.5 million a year, and all you bring in is 45K.
Oh, bitch,
First
I would
of all,
never.
and all that money in 45K, half the niggas walking around don't even have that. So if that man got his little 50K, 60K, 70, and you got 2.5 million, so what? So what? He has money. He has it. And he's gonna I would listen. A lot of people, they don't help their spouses. Y'all, it's two heads is always better than one.
Mm-hmm.
Investments, he can make investments. When you see, okay, he got 30K to bring them, do whatever he need to do, invest in whatever he needs to invest in. What's wrong with you helping this man out? It's not like he came to the table with nothing. You can
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you
help,
this.
okay? Or they just don't want somebody who they gotta help. You just don't want to help nobody. Okay, sure, whatever.
Yes, you do have a point, and I agree with that too.
I just want you to have something. I
But
have something to fall back on, and I want
mhm.
to be able to take care of things no matter what I have. And I,
Okay, so then I'm gonna ask you this.
mm-hmm,
Now, when they're talking about black women dating up, right? And I'm just asking because I'm asking about that particular question.
mm-hmm.
Now, black women like you and me in our communities, we have a lot of men, black men in our communities that's either working or not working.
Right.
And a lot of times when we date down, we're not dating down like it's like a millionaire. We're dating down from someone from a 9 to 5 to somebody who's a hustler. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So for
So
us,
don't
not
tell
for
me I,
Ebony Williams, who's a millionaire, for us in our social circle, if we're going to date down, we're dating someone who can't keep a job, who is everything else but a blue collar worker.
mm-hmm.
So, in that aspect, do you think we should date down?
I think you can date who you want to date, love who you want
Yeah.
to. That's what I think. Me personally, I'm on the fence about it. I feel like you should date. You should be with. I know you should be with who you want to be with because that's the fuck I would do. But money wise, if you're wealthy, I think you should date wealthy, but don't try to knock the men who are who bringing a little less than you. Like if he bring 150K and you bringing 2.5 million, or if you bring a half a mil or 750K and you 2.5 million, I feel like he not all the way down in the dumps. So we're not gonna give him a chance because he makes 750K to 850K.
To me
Get
personally, I feel like
$2
this.
million. So it's
If
not
I'm dating somebody, they should be, first of all, they should not be a low down dude, as in like not having a job at all. I need him to have income, legit income. I need him to be wanting to thrive. I need him to be like, okay, well, I got a vision of where my life is going and where I want to go.
he got
I
to have
need a plan.
goals, baby. And I got
You
to
gotta
see
have
you
some
working
goals.
towards those. I need to see you working towards those goals, love. For real.
Yes. You say you want this, I'm gonna need to see that you want certain stuff.
Right.
But I do feel like when it just comes to dating, the initial dating part, I feel like for me, because I work and I work a lot, I don't want nobody who does not work.
Me the hell either. That's damn lazy. I don't want your ass. You don't want
So that for me is dating down, you know. But for Ebony Williams, dating down is, dating someone who makes less than her, which is, I don't really feel like is necessarily a bad thing, because if that person, right, for instance, like a bus driver in DC is able to own a home, able to
right.
have 401k, able to have all the good benefits and make a good living. So when you see bus drivers in DC, most likely they have a nice home in the suburbs, they drive a nice car, and they're doing it by themselves. So if I'm sitting here, and mind you, in those same spaces, what people don't understand about DC is that, like I told you, is that rich and poor people ride the bus and ride the
That's
train.
that a
You
lot of
have
those
people who
people.
work at the White House who
Yeah.
are riding the bus and the trains and drive and riding their bikes. You have CEOs on the train and on the bus. So, because DC is the type of city where you don't necessarily need a car, because Metro, WMATA, is around the clock. It's like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you never know who you're going to meet on the bus. You never know who you're going to meet on the train. Just because they're riding the train, that don't mean they're poor. Like I told you, even the CEO at my job, you know, rides a bike to work. He doesn't get chauffeured. you know. So it depends. Somebody says, is Ebony K. Williams still attorney in today's world besides being the host of a TV show? Okay, so she still is an attorney. You
Uh,
know, her credentials is up to date, but right now she's a TV host, and she is, like she likes to call it, the first Black woman on Real Housewives of New Jersey.
but
So
she oh, oh, whatever. I wish
okay,
I could say something in the chat, girl. I don't know how to do this.
you in the private chat. I seen you post in the private chat. You got to go to the regular chat.
What that is?
But it's two different chats.
That's all
I
I do.
don't think you can post in the regular chat though on StreamYard.
Oh shit.
But no, I kind of feel like, at the end of the day, when it comes to like us regular, smuggler, African American women, dating down for us is someone who doesn't have a job at all.
Baby.
And I feel like there's, is learned experiences that be like, hell no. So when we hear a millionaire dating down, we just automatically think that it's going to be the ain't shit dude down the street that's trying to get a place to stay. But really, her dating down really might just be a six-figure guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that actually got himself together. So,
But that's all on her. She an attorney. Girl, they have people out here. So many humble attorneys. Like the attorney from here, he's a white guy.
mm-hmm.
Tamar's dating him. He is so humble. She's a firecracker, and he's more like whatever you say, babe. Shit like that. But
yeah.
come on, like you gonna not date this man? Just because he's a bus driver, bitch, you don't know what type of business ventures this man have. Now,
Well,
if
what about the content of his character as well? Now, when they mean by should black women date down or only date up? Because the question is, should black women uphold high standards and avoid dating men who makes less than them? Now, I do feel like you should have a standard, but I do feel like it shouldn't just be financially. It should be the content of that person's character too.
they got
So
rich people who have kids, don't take care of them. You're a bum. You're a scum to me. Treat their family like shit. They because they're millionaires that they throw money in people's face. Like, so you want a millionaire? What if he's fucked up mentally? Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, because I give you an example. You can't do both. You can't be a messed up person and be broke. Okay, like for me, I'm sorry. If you're trying, if you are going after your dreams and you're trying, and you may not be on my level, but you're trying, and I see you doing that without me assisting you. That's one thing, but you can't do that and be a shitty ass nigga. Excuse my language. You can't do that. You can't be out here calling me all bitches and hoes and cheating on me and putting your hands on me.
They ain't got shit. And a lot of them guys, they be jealous of their lady.
Yeah, they get jealous of you. Them men that's jealous of you.
On
But I feel like you gotta pick a struggle. You can't be both.
always a man that killed a woman. I'm like, what the fuck, girl? All in Texas, all in Carolina, all in damn Minnesota. I'm like, these niggas is gone.
Yes. And see, that's the other part too. Now I understand. Like what I'm saying is I feel like we should date up, but I also or at least people who are equally yoked to you, but I also feel like if that person, the verbal is if that person is willing to be a team player, is willing to thrive with you, they just might not make as much money as you, but they're thriving to make more money. I do feel like you should give them a try. But other than that, a lot of times when you date down, work being a working class person like me or you, these people are not really working like that. And whole time they're content with their laziness, but your work ethic bothers their demons. And the fact that you're outgoing, you're good looking, that will make them upset and jealous, and it comes out in being abusive.
Girl, they be crazy. And you know what? A lot of them wealthy women, they asses ought to be afraid of damn D because these motherfuckers is crazy.
And then you also got to think about the fact that just because you got some money, I mean, I'm gonna say it like, don't be a menace. You can take dashiki out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of dashiki. So all these men who's coming up fast with some money, that don't mean they character change.
Nope.
Imagine your hood Pookie just signed a deal for like $10 million. How you think Pookie about to act?
Probably like a damn fool.
Act a damn fool.
About
He about to sit there and really, like, I'll give you an example. Tory Lanez, people don't know that Tory Lanez was a Pookie.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
He was bad.
Tory
He was a
Lanez,
powerful child.
before he was famous, he had those rotten gold teeth in his mouth. Living in Canada. Basically living from pillow to post. Hairline all messed up.
That's why he bald now.
And doing freaking menace. He was a menace. Okay. So then you give that person money, his appearance may have changed. However, his character did not change. So he has the bank behind him, and you would think he was a high valued man, but after the fact of the money, you realize that he's still a Pookie.
Pretty much.
So I don't know. That's crazy. So she said she probably will find someone that match her energy. Yeah. I think she probably would. I don't mind that. Do you want to come up?
Huh?
If you want to come up, I'll put down the link too. I don't mind because I'm gonna have a discussion. So yeah, if you want to come up, the link is right there. But then, okay, so here's the next question
Mm-hmm.
for you. Should we first look at wealth? And we already discussed that though. But because of the things that's been happening within our community, and basically I told you about how me and you in our community, in our circles, is either dating down means that person is not working, right? Should we first look at wealth as the main factor for dating compatibility?
Listen, boo.
Based on, I'm just saying, that's just the question that had been looming around on the internet. So my thing is, based on us, not her, but based on us, knowing who we are,
Mm-hmm.
we can see a so-called Pookie, right? Who
Mm-hmm.
don't have a job, who may hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily a bad person. They just don't have a job. Should we look at them and not date them based on the fact that they don't have a job?
Man, I'm not dating your jobless ass. What the fuck we gonna eat, nigga? Who we gonna eat? Who gonna pay that cable bill? And of course, I've been
But he
paying my
can
bills.
hustle. Hustling could be his
All
job.
right, but you hustle, your stupid ass get told on. You do all that time, then what? All
Then
right.
he
So
gonna
what?
want
What? If,
you to
what
do
if
that
my
bed with
paycheck
him.
short one week? You heard me, and the kids need milk and shit. Like, come on, stop playing with me, Pookie, ookie, wookie. Cause no, I've dated those drug dealers in high school and shit. I ain't fucking with that.
Oh no,
Mm-mm.
because I'm gonna give you an example, right? So I dated a guy when I first met him, right? Mind you,
Right.
the key term is what okay, the red flag is when men or guys, will talk about what they had.
Yeah.
They ain't got it now, but when they was on, they was on. You know what I'm saying? So, oh yeah, I remember when I was doing this and doing that, and I always stayed with this and I always stayed with that. I had my place and everything else like that. And then this happened. I went to jail. I get out of jail, and it's a whole different thing,
And they
right?
didn't gave a bitch their money, and she done spent the money. Oh Lord, now you want to kill her? Shit like that.
Yeah. So I was
Crazy shit.
messing with a guy who I knew didn't have nothing, right? Now, this is
Yeah.
how you lower your standards. And I realized that I didn't have any standards messing with him.
Oh.
So, and I had to elevate some standards too.
Right.
So, when I met him, he was living in a house that his godmother had just moved out of, but she had paid the rent 3 months ahead of time.
Well, shit, he should have went work and got money, motherfucker.
So basically, you were living in the house with nothing. Like you put a bed in there and this, that, and third. Like she left her bed and whatever the case may be. And so basically, for 3 months, you were just there. And then afterwards, the owner, cut the power off and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But she was still living there. Mind you, that means you trapping out the house. Technically. And they would have parties every night and everything else like that. And I thought it was cool, you know what I'm saying? But then, the reality of it sinked in. That dude ain't had no place to go.
But he having parties. Oh Lord.
So I had to spend my $10.50 an hour check on making sure I was good and he was good. It's funny now, but it nah. But no, I had to spend that on making sure I was good and he was good. That means getting him hotels and stuff like that. I had to dumb myself down to mess with him. But unfortunately, how you be broke and be cheating on me at the same time?
Gotta beat the shit out of him. God forgive me. But go to
So
jail for shit like
so
that.
basically what you telling me is you were using me for what I had.
Yeah.
And at that point, I ain't got much. I was only getting paid $10.50 an hour. So if I ain't got much, why the hell am I sitting here trying to bend down and pull up a man that's supposed to be, and mind you, he was older than me. He was a couple of years older than me. Why should I be pulling up a man? That's not my job in that situation.
But he supposed to be taking care of you.
Basically, the whole thing was messed up. So in that situation, I should have looked. I should have peeped the scene and looked at what he had going on as far as money.
Yeah. I mean, we all make mistakes, but there are some people that just know better, and they just don't fucking do better. That's what our problem coming in.
So I feel like when it came down to that, I can see the variables of why you should look at wealth first. And after a while, he got abusive. I meant to add that. He tried to get abusive. And I remember it was one time I had my check and we all went to the mall. Me and him. Right? And his friend. He got upset because I wanted to spend my money at Forever 21.
Uh-huh.
And his friend had to be like, well, you can't get upset of how she spent her money. That's her money.
Bitch, how the friend gonna tell? If your friend know better, you should know better. What the hell?
You busy thinking that your money, my money is your money.
No, he looking for a little sugar mama. That's what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Dusty ass. That's a dusty. Women stay away from a dusty.
It was a dusty. It was a whole dud. And to be more technical, he's still a dusty. My revenge is to watch you still be a dusty. But no, on some real stuff, I feel like in that instance, you should look at their situation. So that argument is not totally wrong. You should be looking at their status as their financial status. If you know that man ain't got nothing and you have to do everything for him, I do feel like that's a red flag. And you shouldn't date people like that. That's just for me.
That's a true statement, though.
And you gotta learn the hard way sometimes because you think it's love and it's about how whatever. The whole time, all that stuff in the beginning is a facade anyway. People don't even show you their true selves when they first meet you half the time. So to me, I feel like in that situation and many other situations, they're never going to show you their true selves. But if you pay attention to what they say, you can see the red flags. And so therefore, you should be looking at their living conditions, what they're doing for a living, and things like that too, because you don't want to be a part of a situation that doesn't serve you. So I get that. How do you feel? Do you have any stories about a Dusty?
Oh, we getting there. Give me a second.
And mind you, again, I don't mind nobody's preference. If Ebony wants to date somebody, she can date whoever she wants to date. The only thing I ever thought about was the content of their character, though. Because you can date a millionaire and they treat you like crap. You can date someone who's not a millionaire and they treat you golden. I mean, it just depends. Who knows, right? So I just kind of feel like, I'm not mad at her preference. I feel like, and then a cautionary tale, I do feel like you have to look at certain stuff too, because you have a choice what you want to deal with. So you have to look at certain signs. And if you feel like those signs is something that you don't want to deal with, you need to back away from them type of people, because I got horror stories and I would never deal with that mess no more.
I'm back, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, yeah. This motherfucker done lied. Ain't even say he was married. Now you know damn well I ain't about to be fucking with nobody damn husband like that. I don't do it. Cause I gotta get married one day, right?
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker gonna tell me, oh, I ain't got nobody. Bitch, I ain't gonna lie. You would have thought his ass was single like a fucking Pringle. But that wife was always at work taking care of his kids and shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck wrong with this man? Lying, 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 lying. Don't want to wear the ring or nothing. That wife should have been questioning. Like, the wife should have been questioning. Bitch, where is your damn ring? Then I
But
got
then,
another friend I know. Girl,
uh-huh.
that's how you a Muslim. Wait a minute. I'm just confused. You a Muslim. They think they be using their religion to try to pimp hoes. Baby.
Yeah, you know what though? That's a whole nother thing. I don't really respect most urban people who call themselves polygamous.
Girl, they crazy.
And the reason why I don't respect it is because they're not true polygamists. They just feel like they're in a situation or they're in a religion or in a belief system that they feel like they can use it to their advantage to do what they want with certain women.
This is my
That's
thing
the
with
whole
them.
nother thing. And the whole time they can be a whole dusty.
Half of them don't even have enough money to take care of them women. If you can't take care of me, bitch, I can't be number none.
As polygamists,
Really?
we should not all be on food stamps.
Girl, shit, no rich people do that shit all the time. You think the
No, what
everybody
I'm
is
saying is, imagine a dude, you got a dusty. He don't work. He's a hustler, a scammer, whatever he is. He meet you. You on food stamps got Section 8. So now he wants to talk to you. So now he in your house, right? But then he's a Muslim and he's a polygamist, whatever. So he feels like he needs another wife, right? Or another partner.
Well, I need
He
one
don't
too
get
then.
the partner, most likely, unless they are a little naive or whatever the case may be, or
Low self-esteem, just want a man.
most likely you're
Insecure
gonna
as
get
fuck.
another person who has a steady income, and it doesn't matter what the income is. It can be from working, or it can be again Section 8 and EBT food stamps. So now, not only are you using this person's household for food stamps and Section 8, you're also using the other person's household for that. And for me, I feel like, first of all, these females are taken from their kids' mouths anyway and giving it to him. So he's living off of females, and also
He
he's
living off them children.
controlling of females.
He living off them kids. If them women would never have kids, bitch, how you gonna get all them extra stamps? How?
And that's the truth be told. They want to make it seem like it's not that, but it really is that. They're getting some type of check or they're working and you're using it.
I laughing at them men.
Because how come everybody got to work but him? Did you ever think about how come everybody in this haram got to work but him?
That's some bullshit. I'd be like, nigga, why you ain't punching the clock? If you own several businesses, or if you are a business owner, then I can see you, when your business is thriving, that's different. But if his business thriving, he gonna make his women work for him. So he could watch their every move. They be insecure too. They gotta watch the women, especially if it's pretty women or decent looking women or
Man, look, even on TLC when I seen like polygamy, like sister wives, even the man, all of them work. Everybody worked. He worked. They really had jobs, careers. He had a career. They had a career.
I asked my little Muslim friend. I said, "Listen, I said, why the fuck women?" I said, "Well, I need two husbands then, since y'all want to play games." I just was fucking with him. I told him that. He was like, "No, because you get pregnant, you ain't gonna know who the baby for. How? It's only two niggas."
Well, first of all,
there's only two niggas in the house though. Some men like to have oral more than penetration. They have some men that get off like that.
But why? Because it's patriarchy. You know what? Let me tell you. First of all, I feel like, you know what? We didn't burn our bras for no reason. I mean, I wasn't there when they was burning bras and stuff like that. When them white girls was doing that. But look, how I feel is this: it's equal. So if you can want two women, why can I not want two men?
That's what I was playing with him.
Why is it that when I see stories about a woman having two men, everyone calls it nasty or these men are weak?
Now they got a chick on YouTube like that. She do that Passion Joneses.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to her. She's a YouTuber. She, do the plus size fashion and her weight loss journey. I think she had surgery, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Look, don't quote me on this, everybody. So, she give you a review of her clothes and her room and her two men. Like she got a husband and a man or something, and they living with her. And it's like she say they happy. So
Oh, I know who you're talking about. And then, matter of fact, I think her husband messed with another female too.
right. So basically they swingers. That's how I view it.
I mean, well, shit. If
That's
it works for
basically what
them.
it is. They swinging. Ain't no other way to put that shit.
Okay, so look, so now we already been through. Should black women uphold high standards and avoid dating men who makes less than them? And should we first look at wealth as the main factor for dating eligibility? So it was a little bit of everything. But then the last question is love, loyalty, and respect and team building no longer the driving force into behind today's relationships slash marriages? And today's concept of a marriage or relationship, do you feel like love, loyalty, and respect and team building is the driving force behind it, based on the whole debate that has happened?
It depends on what age group you're talking about. Now, if you're talking about these 21-year-old youngsters, they don't know shit about none of that. They think they do, but they don't. They have no clue. They clueless as shit. They lost out here. So
Yes, like I actually listen to certain people talk, and they talk about how CEOs have wives their age, and then I'm like, well, do you not understand that most likely him and his wife didn't have anything initially, and they team build and work together, and then he became
right.
like, I have uncles who
Mm-hmm.
their significant others they were with when they was living in cars.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Because
Living in
why would you get a
cars,
new
living in
chick who
apartments.
barely know you? Like you don't know if she's somebody you could build with, and that should be funny. Like a lot of men mess
And
up.
yeah, and the whole time it's like it's so crazy because I can pinpoint three uncles. One uncle is now really high up at what is it called? Old Town Charlie, right? But he started out cleaning buses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had the same woman for when they was just, doing cleaning jobs and he was cleaning buses. So now he's so high up in Old Town Charlie, which is a tour bus in DC. But y'all would think, well, it's woo woo. They just met like that. No, they didn't just meet like that. They was trapping in DC. Like, what are you talking about? Or like my other uncle. My other uncle, when I said living in the car, him and his wife was living in the car in their 20s and refused to live in the apartment with all the other siblings. And guess what? They own a mansion. They not rent, not paying the car note. They own luxury cars. They go on vacations.
Right.
I have another uncle that owns a mansion. Not a mini mansion, a mansion.
Smashing. Uh-huh. I got a rich ass uncle too.
And
Rich.
him and his wife was ghetto. She was in the whole goddamn game.
Oh damn.
I mean, shit.
Damn, Gina.
But
Damn, damn,
and he
damn.
was selling drugs.
Oh God, help me.
But it wasn't like everything was everything initially. And mind you, in DC, at one point, you didn't have to go to college. All you needed was a summer job to get you in the door with the government.
Right.
And that's how both two of the three of my uncles ended up getting into the government, and they worked it around, and they paid for their college degree and everything else like that. So my thing is this: when I heard that person talking about, well, because the whole thing was, oh, you have a lot of wealthy men who date younger, and it was like, well, I seen wealthy men and they were married to people that was their age. But the whole time, what they missed out about was that, first of all, these people were not wealthy before. They team build.
Right.
So I think because of the internet and, this Instagram and everything else like that, people think that when you're 19 or something like that, you're supposed to be balling. Or when you're in your 20s, you're supposed to be flying out females. And that's not true.
Girl, that's that damn scammer money. Them little young motherfuckers be scamming their ass. So they scammers, girl. Some of them do get legit money now. Shout out to them.
But it's this facade. And it's like, I think that this generation that's coming up, that's like saying, oh, you need to date above you and everything else like that. I feel like they've been misled in a way, because we also have to understand that, okay, Eboni Williams is a millionaire. She's in her 40s. So I can understand why she wants to date someone who, you see what I'm saying? But for us, and for this generation who's in their 20s and things like that, yeah, you can strive to date whatever, but in all actuality, look at the economy, look at the actuality of things. Are you really going to date a millionaire dude? Are you really going to be Young Miami?
Look, dude, long as we ain't in a damn pool house, I don't give a
You ain't got to date Pookie. That's not what I'm asking nobody to do. You ain't got to lower your standards. I just feel like being realistic is key. The realistic thing is, in your 1920s, you want to date someone your age, but you want them to be trying to go somewhere. You want to go somewhere, they want to go somewhere. It's team building. Okay, so you ready?
Me? I'm here.
Yeah, we ready for this reading?
Oh, go ahead.
You're going to have to put your camera on, girl.
Oh, now you know I got a fucking moon on my head. Oh.
Hold on, we about to put our camera on.
Oh my God. Girl, I need to turn this damn air on. It is cold in this fucking house.
You got the air on.
That is cold in this bitch. Oh my God.
Girl, this gonna be fun, girl.
Fuck this shit. I'm going to hide in my sunroom.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. So we're gonna make it quick because it's almost been an hour, and I only wanted to do a power hour. So we're gonna make it quick. So, all right, you ready?
Hold up. I'm going. I got to turn this up, baby. My son just he gets overheated, and you know how them children do.
Okay, so
shit.
Because so the reading is going to be about the public perception, but what it's really going to be about is if Eboni Williams really is going to get a man who is her equal or above, because she wants a certain person, and I want to know, is her person, y'all can call it a soulmate, twin flame, whatever, is her true person in her tax bracket or above, or are they below? Is that a good thing to ask?
What? The person she's gonna meet, is he going to be on her level?
Okay, so It's Ebony's true person, the true person that she's supposed to be with.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that person going to be? The person that she's supposed to be with in the life that they're supposed to have with each other. Are they supposed to make the same amount or more than her, or they're going to make less than her?
I'm gonna do that. I'm doing the angel answers, right? So the first card I got was for her to remain positive, like for her not to look at it in a negative light. So basically, she needs to be optimistic. She doesn't even need to rush anything because just because you're wealthy don't mean everything's gonna go right. It doesn't mean everything's gonna go wrong. She needs to. Shit, I mean, she needs to basically. I ain't gonna say for her to pipe down. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just gonna say, girl, what you got to worry about? You're young, you're black, you're successful. Cause 40, cause being in your
40 is
40s,
still young.
yeah, I most definitely say 40s is still young. And them little 28, 30-year-old boys, you trying to get with them 40-year-old women too. So let's not act like they're not it.
Okay, so I'm gonna be 100 with you. Here's how I'm reading this, right?
Uh-huh.
So the first energy that comes out, which is probably like the strongest energy, who knows, right? And we're asking about what we're asking about. It's the Tower in the reverse. So that means that the Tower in reverse talks about a past Tower moment, and that's when things add up, and then boom, it depletes, and then you gotta bring stuff, you gotta rebuild stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I'm asking if this person is going to be on her tax bracket or above, what
Mm-hmm.
it really feels like is that that person at the moment is rebuilding,
Right.
right? So that means that that person could have lost and now is trying to regain. Also, the Page of Wands talks about the potential of all this entrepreneurship and this creative stuff and this passion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the person that is really her true person has a lot of potential. They've been through some stuff, they lost some stuff, and they're rebuilding, and there's potential there. The Nine of Cups is like a wish fulfillment, like good luck. I feel like that person is going to get what they've striving for. All right. But the Knight of Cups in the reverse, I do feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the other part though. With her, and then I could also read this for her too. So I feel like her real person went through that, but I also feel like because that's her real person, she went through something that was a catastrophe. I think she had a previous relationship that just went bad. And, she'll get what she wants to, but her whole gesture of, this is going to be messed up for some people because they're going to think that
Mm-hmm.
I don't want her to date certain people, but I do want her to date her preference. But the problem is with dating the preference that she wants, they're going to be having money, but
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be the Knight of Cups in the reverse. The Knight of Cups in the reverse talks about your smiling liars,
Oh
talks
Lord.
about saying one thing and doing another. It talks about a man who says, "Oh, I want to be with you. I want to build with you. I got all this money too behind me, but I want to be with you and want to build with you." And they come to find out they got other stuff going on. They're not really that good of a person. This, that, and the third. That's what she has been running into, and that's what she will continue to run into until she meets this person.
Okay, so that's why I came out. This helpful people card came out. That's why I'm trying to show you guys.
Hmm.
This card came out. Do you know why? Because what you
Mhm.
just said, and then that talks about helpful people. That means she may need to meet someone through networking, a
Mhm.
better choice of friends. You know, you have to do what you have to do.
Mhm.
Basically, it's like you gotta put yourself out there. Like if the set of friends you have is not positive, like your whole atmosphere, man, you got to change a lot of shit to get what you really want. And I feel like it's not gonna come easy for her. He gonna come, but don't rush him.
Now, let's highlight it's not going to come easy for her. You have the King of Pentacles right here. That's in her energy. So there will be a King of Pentacles. If it's not already there, it's going to be there. Who is stable.
Mm,
But the King of Pentacles is a long term man, someone who
right.
wants marriage, who wants a family, who wants generational wealth, someone who wants these things. Now, if they don't absolutely have that pentacle in their hand, they want it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Basically, go get a drive.
But over here, you have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who's fickle and can't make their mind up.
And I want Larry. I want
So
Larry.
that would be her about a man like this. So it wouldn't even be about necessarily if they were rich or not. But if someone shows up with a stable pinnacle that really is the King of Pentacles, she wouldn't know how to take him.
And guess what? Her third card says wait.
So she's
Wait.
like, oh, I don't know because of the things that she's been through. I don't know if I want to take this step because of the things that I've been through. But see, the things that you've been through a lot of false people. And mind you, those false people had money. So,
Right. That's why
um,
she is a time for her to wait. I don't really think it's all right. I think she needs to
but wait,
actually.
hold on, wait. With the Six of Wands, this talks about recognition, and this Knight of Wands is right here.
Mm,
Someone will recognize her for all the things that she's done and her shining bright, and they will come towards her.
mm,
But the thing is, I don't like, so you have a pentacle, a king who you're unsure of, but then you have a knight that will come towards you with passion. Mind you, I think she's been dating knights and not kings. That
right.
makes sense. You
Okay,
know,
like I
you
said,
know,
I just
a
showed
king
y'all
is
that wait
someone
card.
who's really about you. A knight, they show all this passion,
Mm,
and they may mean good at the moment, but that doesn't necessarily mean they want that forever. The Knight of Wands is going after its passion.
right,
That doesn't necessarily mean that he wants her forever. She's 40, she wants long term commitment.
right.
But I feel like a lot of the things, and mind you, it's a good argument, and she's right about a lot of stuff. You should not want to date down to the point where you have to try to build somebody up, and you cannot do that because if you do that, it's going to take away from you. You know, you want that time to be with a person and be not stressed out. You don't want to have to stretch your money and stretch your patience. So I get that, but I
Well,
also understand that. Look, just because you're married, I mean, you're trying to date a certain type of person, what it look like is the certain type of people that you're trying to date meet one part of the criteria, but not the other.
that's why the wait card came out because this reading matches your reading. The wait card came
Mm-hmm.
in third, and I can read you guys what that means. I can tell you what it means, but if you want me to read it to you, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's telling her not right now because your
Mm-hmm.
decisions may affect others. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Mm-hmm.
like you need to take additional preparation to make sure everybody's not just your needs are met. So basically, it's telling her it's not the right time. Focus on what you're focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
It's not saying no because you're gonna get someone, but it's not saying no, but just focus on the you right now. You know,
And then
and
I do want to add that a pentacle. Mind you, just to add on to something that most people don't know, Pentacles are working class people.
Right.
When you have the swords, those are elitists. You know, if you have something like a wand, those are entrepreneurs.
Right.
But the pentacles within itself, the pentacles work hard for everything they add. So they know the value of their coin. They know the value of their position. They know how it feels to not have, and they know how it feels to have. So if you have a pentacle, a king of pentacle, that will present himself to you, no matter what position you may think he's in, you need to not be shallow about it. And the Queen of Cups in the reverse could be because they don't know, they haven't made their mind up. Their emotions go from this way to this way. But the whole time, if you see someone who's like that, who knows how to value their money because they worked really hard for it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just like those stories I told you about my uncles, no matter whatever it is, they did work hard for their money. You know,
Right.
you don't start from cleaning buses to being like a CEO or something, and you ain't work hard for it.
Yeah. So
it is a thing. Spirit is saying that you need to focus on men who really understand their stability, security, and wealth, and who has been through stuff.
I
That's
mean,
what you need to
she could
focus.
date around all she wants, but whatever she's trying to do, she needs to focus on that right now. Because with the abundance card at the bottom of the deck, it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but abundance can come with a lot of things. Like you're going to get your man. Focus on what you're focusing on
You
at
got
this
the
time.
abundance card, and I got the sun, which is abundance, right?
Right. So basically, it's just telling her like what you need to do is focus on yourself right now. The man is gonna come. That's what the cards are telling her. The man is gonna come. Is not the right time. I don't got
And
that
that's what
telling
I'm
her.
saying. The man is going to come. It's not. You are absolutely right. And whatever comes between that man coming is nothing but nights. They're not really there for
Right?
you.
That's just people for her to talk to or whatever. But man, just focus on your damn self, lady. Like that man gonna come. You gonna have a husband, and you ain't gonna hear from her ass because she gonna be quiet up in there with her husband, swinging from the
Okay, so
damn
I'm gonna ask you
chandelier.
this. I'm gonna ask you this because I just gave a hint of a pentacle is a working class man. So, will her man be a working class man? Someone who had to get it out the mud, and we're just gonna do a confirmation. Someone who had to get it out the mud, not someone who's just an elitist.
What's her name? Ebony. I'm gonna reshuffle my deck.
Ebony Williams. Will Ebony K. Williams' man be someone who is a working class man who has done well for himself? Let's ask that.
Okay.
But that King of Pentacles made me feel like it would be that.
You said a working class man?
That got it out the mud. Who and the working class man can be successful. But it's just the fact that they actually worked for it, got it out the mud. What do you think?
Hell, she got it out the mud. Her ass had to go to law school. That shit wasn't easy.
No, I'm talking about somebody who had to work for everything they had, like everything.
I mean, what's her background? Where she come from? Did she have to work for it?
Well, I think her parents had to put her through school and whatnot, but you know, but work is work. She had to work for it.
Whatever is going on, it said the situation will improve. That's the first card I got. Second one says a year from now. Wow. Third one says get more information on that person. Who is this person?
They are going to be somebody who got it out the mud. You know why? Listen to it
And
now.
keep telling
Stuff
her to
will
remain
improve a year from
positive.
now and get more information on that person. The initial thing was, would you date a bus driver? And she
Baby,
said
in the
if
near
he
future,
owns the
listen,
company.
hold up. I told you the second card said a year from now, right? I don't know if y'all see that because my light in this living room kind of damn dim. I don't know what the fuck we want these damn lights. A year from now. And then at the bottom of the deck, that motherfucker said in the near future. I can't make this shit up. She gonna figure it out. That's why it's telling her to work on her goals, work on herself, get her attitude together, get everything together. She can date around all the hell she wants. Within a year, we're gonna hear about this shit. We're gonna hear
Mm-hmm.
about it unless she don't say anything. It depends. She might be a private person, but she seems like the type of person where she get a man, sleep off her feet.
Mm-hmm.
She'll date him for a while, couple bumps, couple bruises, whatever. And then when she feel like, okay, well, the world needs to know, she'll pop out with him or something, but not right away. That's how I feel about her.
I feel like, that person, if I'm asking what they going to, are they someone who got out the mud? I feel like it is somebody who got out the mud. And I do think it
Yeah,
gives
because it said the situation will improve. Whatever. I don't care if it's a business venture for him. I don't care if he's just starting. It's gonna blossom and bloom, and they're gonna meet each other through somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the helpful people card came out because it's through networking they're going to meet each other. Some type of
Mm-hmm.
circle, some type of introduction. Hey, how you doing? My name is Ebony. He's like, hey, how you doing? My name is Lance or Larry or shit. His name might be Scott. I don't know.
But yeah, girl, I think, you know what? This is off bar and it threw me off. Girl, I live in the woods.
Oh, Lord.
Girl, I think something was in my damn, I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? The vent thing?
Don't say a damn bear was trying to get your ass.
No, I don't know what the hell it was, but it got the moving. And I heard it. And I looked over and I thought it was my cat, but my cat was all the way over there. And she got alerted. So, whole time she a guard cat for some reason. She be like, oh no, we about to get this mud effer. And she got to looking and she got alert. And so, when cats know when something's around, they
Mm,
like to stick around in that area.
yeah.
That's what Bobby's doing right now. She's like pinpointed, like, and Bobby a savage on the low.
Well, whatever home girl going through, it might look difficult, but the situation will improve. It's gonna take some time,
Yeah, it just
some
threw me
hard work
off, bro.
ahead
It threw
of her.
me
Like,
off for real. But nah,
yeah.
nah, on some real stuff, you right. And I don't feel like the person that's really for her is gonna be some elitist or somebody who ain't never been poor before.
Man, even the richest motherfuckers ain't been poor. Come on, man. Why is she worrying about all that? The
Um,
fuck?
I think it's gonna be somebody who's down to earth, really.
And they probably gonna bring the best out of her.
Yeah, so
Get
I
her
feel
from
like
being
she'll be
all
okay.
uptight and shit. Cause nah, mama. The adventure asking about will occur within this year. Okay, so within this year, oh wow. Or soon after. During this time interval, you will encounter and encouraged to stay optimistic. I just said her asking to stay optimistic. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think she's gonna be alright.
Yeah.
But yeah, girl, I think we did enough, girl. We done did a whole hour. I love y'all for real. I'm about to clock out, and my baby got to clock out, girl.
Okay.
I love y'all for real. Peace.
It was nice talking to y'all. I like being a little guest on this.
Oh.